showdown early in the season, a measuring stick game, and one that both of these teams hope will propel them to bigger and better things. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Texas Tech Red Raiders, Jones AT&T Stadium in Lubbock, Texas. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Texas Tech Red Raiders. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Red Raiders will get us underway with the opening kickoff. He'll bring it out. It's Manziel. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Fires to the right. It's complete. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. High-flying pass catchers and the Crimson Tide. That combination wasn't right at the top of your mind, say, 30 years ago.
No, it used to be run, run, more run, and you've seen over the years they've opened it up, the playbook, and they've brought in dudes. They've had some guys that can fly, receivers winning Heisman trophies, like so many game breakers on the outside that make big plays in this offense.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Tootin. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a first down. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn that field, and you saw that right there.
Trying to pound their way forward, he picks up a couple to the 31.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
It's a draw. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to perfection.
It's complete to the right. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. To the ground with the back. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Looking to throw for it. Pressure coming. Using his legs to buy some time. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
These QBs that can scramble and buy time, you just got to have a lot of energy. I mean, you got to keep chasing, keep chasing. Sometimes you run upfield, you got to retrace your steps. QB won that battle, and now you got another chance, first and goal. Get your mind right. Let's hold them to a field goal.
And this offense hoped to just run it in, and the defense was having none of it. No gain. Ball remains at the 2.
This is what you love to see from your red zone defense now. You're making the opponent go backwards. Really nice stop on the run, TFL. Now you got a big second down here, probably expecting the offense to throw with a little bit more room to work with.
Tries again to get it in. And this defense is defending its goal line. Back-to-back stops right in the shadow of their own goalpost. After getting nothing on the last play, will they try to run it in from the 2 on 3rd down? Powers forward. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bama!
I really love that first drive by the offense. It always seemed like they were just one step ahead of the D, and a nice job there down close. When the defense knew they were going to run the football, being more physical, running it in on 3rd down to get the touchdown.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll go to the ground. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
He might want another play. Back to pass on 2nd down. Bringing the heat. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12.
Really nice play. When you talk about Alabama and their dominance on defense, especially in recent years, it all starts up front. You have to have disruptors playing on the defensive line, guys that can be versatile and line up at different positions, but create havoc in the backfield, and that's what this guy has been able to do throughout his career.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. He's got an open man. And he's brought down after a nice gain. You know, we joked that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them covered.
And yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they sell block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zones, and they get good matchups in man.
Touchdown, Crimson Tide! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Pulls it in. It's Moffitt. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27. Last completion got them a first down. Let's see what they do now. Leads it with the back. Still on his feet at the 40. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Just a short pass to the tight end. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He finds a soft spot in the middle. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
And you see tight end matchups all over the field all the time. Now, it used to just be in the red zone. Now, you just find the big fella, you put him in the slot, try to give him the ball as much as possible because you know he can make big plays.
Back to the ground game on the left. They get him in the backfield, and he loses 3 on the play.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Not many hiccups on this drive, but it's 2nd and 13 now. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Going deep. Got it! And he slipped through the crowd, and Hill house it. Touchdown, Red Raiders!
And the offense punches it in again, and we call his name again. That's 2 touchdowns now in 2 games with still more to be played. I'll tell you what, I think this guy's name will be called a lot more throughout the season. He's that kind of good.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup today. Michigan came through with a lunch pail, hard hat performance, and the end result is an eye-opening road victory. And it's not so much that they won, it's more how they won. And the fact this wasn't ever really in question. Really unexpected outcome in this ranked-on-ranked matchup. The type of loss, guys, that'll get the attention of even a good football team.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Handoff from the gun. Got to be smart, patient, great vision. Uses all of that to get to the 29.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. to go up top. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection. Guns up, and so is the noise. The crowd electric, trying to help Tech on this third down. They'll try to run for it. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
3rd down and 2, you know it's time to get physical, and this unit paves the way, Jesse, and gets the big first down.
And this back's got such a burst too, doesn't he? As soon as he saw the hole, he exploded through it and picked up a huge chunk of yards.
Alabama just did work on the ground. Let's see if they go right back to it. Right back to the well. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
The counter run play is really tricky for defenses to stop because it forces you to play with great eye discipline. Everything in pre-snap is telling you the ball's going to the strong side, but now they run it back weak and they're pulling offensive linemen. This defense better be ready because this won't be the last time today they see the counter run.
Trying play action. Firing to the right, complete. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
You got to give it to the defense. Took all of the quarterback's options away down the field. They forced them to check it down, and they were rallying around that fullback. Hats to the football. They create a negative play.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Going for it all. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
See, not all linebackers are just big meatheads, right, that come downhill and hit you in the mouth. What a good job of understanding. It's a passing situation. I drop back. I see it. I break on the football in zone coverage. Give me that rock.
Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. There he goes. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Red Raiders. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Well, in the modern era of college football, you're seeing more and more athletic tight ends, like what you just saw right there. The defense had no chance covering that guy down the field. He makes them look silly on his way in for the long touchdown.
Returner's going to try to see what he can get. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. They'll run this play from the pistol. Looking to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Tootin. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. Alabama may always be built on the run, but these days they elevate with a high-flying pass game.
And great coaches evolve, and we've seen the evolution of this Alabama offense over the last several years, and it's not just run, it's not just eat clock, it is be aggressive, attack, make big plays down the field.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Unloads quickly. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Under fire. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Got some room to run. The 20. Touchdown, Red Raiders. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
job by the linebacker there in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes, spying the QB, knowing where that ball was going to get thrown, and then the ball skills just to pluck it out of the air and take it back for a touchdown. Awesome work.
And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Manziel. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Pulls it in. It's Adkins.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting him the football, letting him get some positive yards.
Alabama with a multitude of options on second and short. Back to pass. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
They'll snap it from the gun on third down. Makes the grab on the left. At the 40, there he goes. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Second down, they'll go to the air. That's caught. It's Adkins. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving forward just a few.
Well, it's important in this game this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
The Red Raider crowd rising to the occasion to help its defense on third down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Nice move to keep running. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
Well, the offense is in a really nice rhythm right now. It seems like no matter what they're dialing up, they're getting positive yards, and it just feels so good as a play caller when you know on first down you can get yards like that turning around and handing it off.
And on the other side, you're scratching your head going, what the heck can I do here? You got to find something. The defense has got to find a way to create some momentum. Whatever they're doing right now, it's not working. So you got to keep going through that play sheet and maybe find something a little bit different that can give this offense something to think about.
Well, right away after picking up a first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
Plays like that put just a second of hesitation in the defense to make sure, and they're able to take advantage here.
And they use the great timing with this call, right? Like, you can't call this play all the time, but you want to catch them when they're a little bit aggressive, not thinking about it. Nice job slipping the screen behind them, making the easy catch, and then getting downfield, picking up some extra yards.
From the red zone, looking for a man. Zings it complete to the right. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score. If they're going to keep covering him like that, they're just going to keep going to him.
Yeah, and it's so hard because you want to stay back and take away the weapons outside to the wide receivers, but when this guy's going to be able to catch the football and
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown tie.
Every coach in the country talks about finishing half strong. Man, how about that? You get the touchdown, a chance to tie this game up and take all the momentum into halftime.
And it's no good, and they miss an opportunity to tie. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. One more snap coming before halftime. Wants to go up top on first down. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Ready to start the second half. Alabama will kick it off. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Got the first down and still on his feet. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Takes the easy one to the back. Ball is loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Nice heads-up play by the defense to jump on that ball after it got popped out.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and that can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. Looking to fire. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
Guns up, and so is the noise. The crowd electric, trying to help Tech on this third down. Might be looking to run. He'll pull it down and run. Oh, it's a fumble. That is a serendipitous turn of events with the fumble going out of bounds. They'll maintain possession.
And the ball goes out of bounds, thankfully, for your offense that you didn't turn it over. And now it's decision time. Do we want to punt the football or do we want to go for it? Analytics, of course, I think says go for it every single time. I don't necessarily agree with that, but at least you didn't turn the football over there.
So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. This is a most difficult attempt. 59 yards out from the right hash. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. And guys, not only a miss, but a missed opportunity to take the lead.
And man, that comes up short. And I tell you what, we saw him in warm-ups. He's got that leg, man. He hit from 60 a couple times, so he can make that deep shot, but he didn't get all of it, and the field goal just falls a little bit short.
They'll run it behind the big guys on the left.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They go right back to it. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's 3rd down from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the tight end. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
And that's a huge 3rd down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
Leaves it with the back. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
The Red Raiders trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Quarterback making checks. The give to the back. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking down the middle. It's caught downfield. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
And the Red Raiders are flying down the field. Looking for a crease to the left. Noses his way forward, maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Handoff to the single back. He was running through tackles and picked up the first down and finally got knocked down.
I That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
And this offense trying to be physical inside the 5-yard line. I get it, but I tell you what, Palmer, this quarterback has earned some trust from me with the day he's had.
Yeah, right now he's thinking, put the game in my hands. I'm playing well, and I'm seeing the defense well. I see what they're doing from a coverage standpoint. Count on me to throw a touchdown here and help out our team.
Man, the last thing you want after controlling the ball, moving it down the field, is to have to settle for a field goal attempt. It's 3rd and goal. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Third and goal is where offensive coordinators earn their keep. The offense changing the play. Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders! Quick strike through the air for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He's got him. Runs through a tackle. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him. Getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple of games.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Got a man. It's Tootin. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. The Red Raider crowd rising to the occasion to help its defense on 3rd down. They'll try to get the first through the air. Grab near the marker. It's Ellington. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. 3rd and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
Got room to work. Breaks the tackle. Got enough for the first down and wants more. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
as they get set to snap it just about to reach the end of the quarter. Wants to throw on first down. It falls incomplete, and that'll be the final play of the period. If you like old school running games, this has been the game for you and a couple of guys who starred through the first 3 periods. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. So the final period starts with a second down play. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Caught behind the line. It's Adkins. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game. But when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
Rides to back and leaves it. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
Sends it back in motion. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Grabbed in the middle. It's Ellington. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. It's amazing how fluid and potent an offense can seem when you get a great pickup on first down, and the tight end's a terrific place to go.
Tight ends nowadays are kind of like cheat codes. I mean, they just know so much about right here. Seeing zone, know when to sit it down, boom, positive yards, nice positive play for this offense.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. On third and short, they'll try to throw for it. Touchdown, Alabama! A great catch and run for 6.
And he finds the end zone again. I tell you what, man, this guy's going to be a force. You look at this offense, they find different ways to get him the football, different ways to use him. 3 times now he's entered the end zone, and not even 2 full games yet. This dude's a playmaker.
Getting set for the point after. Right down the middle. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Iowa has opened up the playbook, and they are scoring in bunches right now. We don't always see this from this group. They're up by 31 over Iowa State. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Motion from the wideout. Touch pass on the right. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
The Red Raiders now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Going to sling it on second down. Trying to set up the screen. And the defense drags him down.
And quarterbacks love running backs who can catch the ball because they're stat patterns. That's an easy throw for this quarterback to make. He's just letting his running back do all the work. Get him the football out in space and let the magic happen.
And the Red Raiders come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Got his man down the middle. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
Well, you got to think in his mind right now, ball security is at a premium, right? He's had a problem with that earlier in this game, but with the lead now late in the game, yards aren't as important as taking care of the football. I think he's doing a better job of that now late.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Back to pass. And the pass was broken up, incomplete, and there's a flag on the field. This could be offensive holding. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. The Red Raiders with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Oh, that was less than choreographed. Everybody going on their own snap count there. Now on 2nd down. He wants to change this route. To the air on 2nd down. Here's the pressure. Wide open downfield.
First job for the QB a lot of times. Look at those safeties. Is it man or is it zone? Nice job. You could tell right away. He saw it was zone, understood where to go with the football, and that's why this offense had a positive gain right away.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the back. And it's intercepted. A huge 4th quarter play for this defense. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
Dude, talk about having to have it. We needed to force the turnover. We had to get the football back. They're in such a good position to run out the clock, try to win. No, sir. Our ball, first down.
They'll start this drive with a pass. Somehow fits it into a host of defenders. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
He'll keep it himself. Breaks into the open. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Bama! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
Great example of complementary football there. First, the defense comes away with the takeaway, and then offensively, you go to the ground game, being physical at the point of attack, running it in for a touchdown, and now you have the lead with not a lot of time left. They've now put all the pressure back on their opponent.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to...
Turning on the Jets! They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
And that's the beauty of this offense and this playmaker and wide receiver. Throw the ball short, but what he does after the catch, he's just got so much speed, so dynamic with the football, and this is why they get it to him short, because he can take it to the house or make a big play on any reception.
To the air on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. A strike downfield. Touchdown, Red Raiders! He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not one, not two, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
And the extra point gives him a 1-point lead here in the fourth. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Coming out with it, it's Manziel. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Here comes that Alabama offense. The handoff as they run the counter play here. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. Unloads to the right. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. They didn't give him much of a chance to make that play even bigger, but the turnover has him set up at the 16.
That might be the nail in the coffin, fellas. This offense, they're trying to get back in the game. You're having to be aggressive. You're now going to have to start taking chances. An errant throw ends up in the hands of the defense, and I think that's all she wrote.
Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. The defense really did its job, David, and now the offense can put a little breathing room in this one.
Yeah, breathing room would be great, but it's nice to know that you can depend on your defense. Coming up with a big stop, Jesse. I still got the lead. I'm still in a good spot.
And, David, you'd love to be able to pay off that defensive effort by closing this thing out, putting a beautiful drive together here when it matters most.
Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Wide receiver going in motion. The give, and tick, 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 tick. Timeout. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
I think if you're offense here, the game boils down to this one play on third down with the lead late. If you get the first down, that's ball game. There's not enough time left for the defense to get it back and go march down the field. So let's dial up our best play offensively. Let's make sure our best players are touching the football here.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Texas Tech.
Coming to the line of scrimmage on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a heat. They get to him as he throws. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raider.
I know this offense had some question marks coming into the year with respect to who would be catching touchdowns in the offense. I think they may have found their guy. This guy had a TD in their first game. He has another one here. Right now, he has been a matchup problem for opposing defenses.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Florida State is running away with this one right now, and it's kind of felt that way since we saw Chief Osceola and Renegade. They're up by 18 over Indiana. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Rushes on him. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
And obviously the offense is in a difficult position here, and you're asking a lot from them. They're down by a touchdown, not a lot of time on the clock, deep in your own end, but this is something that you're trained for. Coaches always put their offense in this situation in practice leading up to the big game. It takes timing, it takes execution, but that is something this offense is ready to do.
Man, and we're seeing the tight end used more and more in the passing game. You see him move him inside. You see him move him outside. You see him move him in the box to block people. So here they put him in the slot and just have a nice little pitch and catch session.
They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Makes the grab. It's Ellington. Timeout called by the offense. 24 seconds left on the clock.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you could tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on film.
Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
And you absolutely expect those shots from this offense, and I love it. The defense was prepared. You got to know where the burners are. You know he can go, so you got to play that deep route. They play it great. Don't give up the big play. Stay deep, and don't let anyone get behind you.
It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on third down. It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on fourth down. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
And this offense does not come up big. Man, you needed that first down. And listen, the communication with this offense and the execution has left a little bit to be desired, and especially in a big moment right here when you had to have a score and you had to have the fourth down conversion.
Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw two really good teams slug it out, and one of them came out on top.
Yeah, two really good teams, man. That's a reason why they're both ranked. They're both really good, and I tell you what, getting this win proves something to everyone else now. Like, I was ranked below this squad. You beat a team that's ranked above you. Now you start to climb up the charts, build some momentum. This squad's about to get some more respect, Ballmer.
I think good teams find ways to win games, especially in a game like this. Two ranked opponents, evenly matched. Who's going to be able to make the plays when it matters the most? You got to give this team credit. This is a big win. It's impressive, and now they get to move up the rankings.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.